Genesis 9 verse 16. New International Version. Whenever the rainbow appears in the clouds, I will see it and remember the everlasting covenant between God and all living creatures of every kind on the earth. Whenever a rainbow gently unfolds across the sky after the rain, it becomes far more than a simple display of light and color. It is like a quiet, radiant message written across the heavens, stretching from one horizon to the other, inviting every living creature to pause and take it in. In that moment, the sky seems to smile, and the world feels a little lighter, a little more hopeful. The rainbow stands as a living reminder of a promise that reaches beyond time, a promise made not just to people, but to every creature that walks, flies, swims, or breathes upon the earth. Each color in the rainbow seems to carry its own whisper of reassurance. Soft reds, glowing oranges, bright yellows, peaceful greens, calming blues, and deep violets, all blending together in perfect harmony. It is as if creation itself is celebrating the faithfulness behind that promise. When the rainbow appears, it signals that even after storms, even after the darkest clouds have gathered and poured out their rain, there is still beauty waiting to be revealed. It reminds the world that hardship does not have the final word, and that peace and renewal are always possible. In this verse, the idea of remembrance is especially powerful. It paints a picture of God not as distant or detached, but as lovingly attentive, looking upon the rainbow and recalling a sacred, everlasting agreement. This covenant is not limited or conditional. It is wide-reaching and inclusive, embracing all living beings. Every person, every animal, every creeping thing, every bird in the sky. Nothing is left out. The promise is universal, wrapping the entire earth in a sense of care and protection. There is something deeply comforting in the thought that such a promise is everlasting. It does not fade with time or depend on changing circumstances. Just as the rainbow appears again and again throughout the ages, so too does the assurance behind it remain constant. Generations may come and go, landscapes may change, and people may grow and forget, but the meaning behind the rainbow continues to shine just as brightly. It is a steady reminder that there is a greater faithfulness holding everything together. The joyful nature of the rainbow also speaks to celebration. It is not a dull or hidden sign. It is vibrant, impossible to ignore, and often breathtaking in its beauty. When people see it, they instinctively stop, point, smile, and share the moment with others. Children gaze at it with wonder, and adults often feel a quiet sense of peace wash over them. In this way, the rainbow becomes a shared experience, a collective reminder that hope is something meant to be seen, felt, and enjoyed together. It also carries a sense of invitation. When the rainbow appears, it gently calls people to remember not just the promise itself, but the goodness and care behind it. It encourages reflection on the relationship between the Creator and creation, a relationship marked by mercy, patience, and enduring commitment. Even when the world feels uncertain or chaotic, the rainbow stands as a steady sign that there is order, intention, and love woven into the fabric of existence. The imagery of God, seeing the rainbow and remembering the covenant, adds a deeply personal dimension. It suggests a connection that is active and ongoing, not something locked away in the past. Each rainbow becomes a fresh moment of remembrance, as if the promise is being renewed again and again. It is not forgotten or neglected. It is alive, present, and continually affirmed. There is also a sense of unity in this verse. The covenant is not made with one group alone, but with all living creatures of every kind. This emphasizes the interconnectedness of life on Earth. Humans, animals, and all forms of life are included in this shared promise, highlighting the value and dignity of all creation. It encourages a perspective of care not only for one another, but for the entire living world. The happiness woven into this message is gentle yet profound. It is not loud or overwhelming, but steady and reassuring. It is the kind of happiness that comes from knowing that you are part of something secure and lasting. It is the quiet joy of seeing a rainbow after a storm and feeling, even for a moment, that everything is going to be okay. In a broader sense, the rainbow becomes a bridge between heaven and earth, a visible connection between the divine and the everyday. It transforms an ordinary moment, sunlight breaking through rain, into something meaningful and sacred. It reminds people that even in the most natural processes of the world, there can be signs of deeper truths and enduring promises. So whenever the rainbow appears, It is as if the world is being gently reminded. You are remembered, you are included, and you are part of an everlasting promise that spans all of creation. It is a sign of peace after chaos, of light after darkness, and of hope that continues to shine no matter how many storms may come and go.